freaking ecstatic right now. As you just saw, I hit 113.8 pounds today. If you've been following along, you know that I have been stalled out on the scale for weeks. 6 weeks to be exact. That was the last time that I was trending down. After dropping very consistently, very smoothly, you know, the first 10 weeks of prep were super smooth. And then all of a sudden my body was like, bam, hard stall for 6 total weeks. So we did the diet break, went right back down to my previous calories for a couple of days, and then I did decide to bump it down a little bit more. So then I was at 1440 instead of 1550. I just took away 100 calories, nothing crazy. But then I did add a little more cardio on the stairs. I've been doing a little bit extra actually because I've just been so determined to break through this weight stall. So I decided to bump up my cardio. I think I've been averaging about 35 minutes per day. So minimum like 25, but some days I'll get 40 minutes if I'm feeling really good. And it's been working. As of Tuesday, I've been like steadily dropping on the scale. We got into Eugene Sunday night, woke up here Monday, was still in like the 117s. I think it was like a 117.0. Then the next day I dropped, then the next day I dropped. And then the following day I hit an actual new low. I hit the 114s. I think that was yesterday actually. And then today I am at 113.8. So I've dropped 3 pounds since Monday. And I felt it coming, like I could just feel myself tightening up, and before bed I could feel that I was tighter, I was more vascular, I was just letting go of the water I was holding. I was holding a ton of water in my waistline, and now my waist is for sure gone. I measured it today and I am at 23 inches. And I'm usually around 22 by the time I get on stage, like 22 and a half. So really close. I just have a little bit of like sub-Q fat left here. And then I lose it last in my tries and my chest area, like right here, which is really weird. I know like most women are the opposite. They actually lose it in their lower body last, but I lose it in my lower body first. So my tie-ins come in before like my shoulders do. Really weird, but anyway, I'm so happy, and I have been feeling so good about where we are. I mean, even before I started dropping as consistently as I have been, like a few days ago, I just kind of had a feeling like, you know what, I think I will be ready in about 4 weeks. So yesterday we booked flights for Lake Tahoe. August 9th, I'm gonna jump into the Tahoe Pro. So you heard it here first, and I'm so excited. I don't have words. I think that I wouldn't have had it any other way. I think when I go through these trials and I'm really tested mentally, like I know that on the other side there is a really large reward because of how much of a mind bender it has been. Like I knew that this moment right now was gonna come, and I literally, like, I have chills. Like, I never really truly lost faith. It has all paid off. You know, I stayed consistent. I didn't for 1 second veer off plan. Like I never do, to be honest. Like I never ever am off plan. I don't ever have an extra bite, lick, nothing. Like I just don't. And so because of that, I knew this moment was gonna come. Like I just knew it, you know, it's bound to happen. If you just stay the course, you're gonna be rewarded. It might be super delayed, and it's probably not gonna come at the time that you think at times, but it's gonna come, and here it is. And so now I'm 4 weeks out. So I can't. Oh God. As you can see, we are in a new setting. If you've been watching my vlogs, then you know this is the Eugene home, or you might recognize it. And we're here for 2 months, and we're basking in this beautiful Eugene weather. It's amazing here. We escaped the Arizona heat for a little bit, and I'll take you guys along all the Eugene adventures. We love to hike here, go to parks, just get that outdoor time. It's so beautiful and green and luscious. And we especially love the back deck. Like that back porch is a little oasis and it's incredible. So anyways, I'm gonna try to take you guys along today. I started my day with some coffee, of course. I have been actually fasting in the morning. That's something that I did change since my last vlog. I took out my cream of rice because I wanted to, well, for one, I cut calories a bit, right? I cut my fats. I do like to save like a bulk of my calories for post-workout and for dinner, because I do like to go to bed with a little bit of satiety if I can have it. Obviously, that's not gonna last long. Like, I am gonna get to the point where I am hungry before bed. It just comes with the territory. But that was like the lowest hanging fruit, was to pull it out from my first meal. And so that's what I did actually. I pulled out the entire meal. So didn't think that didn't think I could do it, joking, but also not. Like, I love my cream of rice, and I love in the morning that like warm bowl of goodness with my coffee. But I decided to do that, and so far it's going really well. Like, I'm training fasted and strength is still there. I'm not losing any strength. I'm not losing that performance. I think a lot of it is mental, and I just made a post on Instagram about this. Like, when you start to feel like you're weaker in the gym and performance is declining, a lot of that is mental. Like, your body is so much more powerful than you think. You can push through these mental blocks and you can retain your strength as long as possible. And that's how you're gonna retain as much density as possible. That's how you're gonna show up with more muscle on the stage, and you're not gonna wither away. That's one of the ways, right? So anyway, no more meal 1. I'm still doing pretty much the same meal 2, and which is, anyways, I'm pretty much doing the same things for my post-workout meal and my dinner, and I'm still doing my Ninja Creamy, and so far I'm loving it. Hey. But yeah, like I said, the main reasons that I did that was because it was a low-hanging fruit. I didn't want to sacrifice my macros after my workout and at dinner, so pulled them for meal 1. It's said also that yohimbine is better taken on an empty stomach, fasted. So that was another reason I was like, let me try this. So I've been doing the yohimbine pre-workout and technically pre-cardio too, because I will do like 10 minutes of like Stairmaster before I train, and then I'll do my workout, and then after that I will eat my first meal, and it's been going really well. So I do have my coffee though. Like, I have my coffee with a little bit of almond milk after I have my little gut concoction in the morning. I'll have my coffee, and then I'll go train. When we're in Eugene, we train at West Coast Strength, but they have a new location in Springfield, and this location is amazing. Like, it's so much bigger. They have a whole booty lab. It's incredible. So I'll show you, I'll try to take you along. I am on my own today, so I don't know how many clips I'm gonna get because Jason is traveling in true Jason fashion. It's like every week, either he's on a flight or we're both on a flight. This is just our lives. But anyway. That is a crunchy crust. We've thrown it in the oven so many times that that crust is just really hard to cut through, and then it kind of breaks the bread, but it's still very soft. 58 grams, still very soft and delicious. So yes, we brought our sourdough from Arizona. We brought 3 loaves with us. And we froze them, put them in the freezer, and then we've been just throwing it in the oven to thaw, and it's working out really well. It stays really soft on the inside, nice and crunchy on the outside. And that is part 1 of meal 1. So 58 grams of sourdough, 2 whole eggs, 10 grams of avocado, and I just seasoned it with truffle salt. And then my next part of the meal is gonna be my oats. Of course, I'm gonna eat this outside because it's absolutely beautiful out here. That yolk is so satisfying. Tell me it's not. Big bowl of glorious oats, 52 grams, 4 grams of almond butter, and 5 grams of dark chocolate. Look at the size of that.
I mean, stunning, yes. And the goal is going to be for her to just, you know, keep on showing up, but not changing too much.
For
You know, just
tonight,
really
while I
polishing her
watch
look
the
with time,
Republic
but
of
not trying to
Texas
change anything.
live.
So Lindsay, she's already an Olympian, 4 times an Olympian.
Round 2, but this time with my handy dandy roast. We got 10 minutes left for today. Then it's time for posing. Thank you. Have a good one. Alright, back home we go to prepare meal 2. Really hungry. The hunger pains are starting, meaning the body's doing what it's supposed to. It's working. Needed to defrost, so this works. I needed to defrost in 2 hours. Meal 2 is going to be 5 ounces of shrimp, zucchini, and then we had some cilantro in the fridge, so topped it with a little bit of cilantro and some sriracha. And I'm going to watch the finals show of the Republic of Texas now while I eat this. All right, surprise, surprise, we have venison for dinner. Lately, I have been forming it sort of like a patty, and then I season it really, really well with paprika and salt, and then I essentially sear it, and it turns out incredible. It makes me feel like I'm eating steak, tricking my brain. Cooking up some asparagus alongside. And then over here, I have my air-fried sweet potatoes and air-fried portobello mushrooms ready to go. There it is, 6.2 ounces of ground venison, 100 grams of portobello mushrooms, about 75 grams of asparagus, and 213 grams of Japanese sweet potato. Y'all already know, ending the night with the Ninja Creamy. I just finished a little outdoor walk, finished up my steps, Gonna eat this, watch a show, and then I'm gonna hit the sauna and then probably go to bed from there. Maybe watch a little bit more TV, but honestly, I'm so sick of the screen.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Such a better stretch when I lean forward.
Ouch.
Back deck chilling with my oatmeal. Little update. I haven't picked up the camera for the last couple of days because I was pretty camera fatigued after the weekend. But little update. I stayed on the trend of dropping on the scale the last few days, which has been really nice. So now I'm at 112.4, and today I matched that low. I did get body work done yesterday, so I know I'm holding quite a bit in my lower body. So we'll see what happens with my weight tomorrow and the following day. But for sure, like every day, I am noticing more tightness, more lines, more shoulder capping. I am so happy with the way I'm progressing. Things are moving so fast now that my body's in a good groove. Energy is still great, which is shocking, but it's really good. I'm still, hitting the same macros: 130 protein, 140 carb, 40 fat, 30 minutes of stairs a day, minimum 10K steps, and I'm not going to change anything if I'm still progressing, obviously. No adjustments have been needed. And I'm still doing the yohimbine in the morning, so I'm doing it fasted. Today is a pretty chill day. I did 20 minutes of stairs. I rest from the gym on Wednesdays. I don't train, but I do hit my cardio. So I did 20 minutes of stairs. I'm breaking it up, and I'm going to go back to the gym to hit stairs again and posing. And I prefer to break up my cardio in multiple sessions, and I always tell my clients, if you can do that too, do it, because you get multiple bouts of calorie burn throughout the day, which is going to be more effective. It's going to keep your metabolism revving. So there's a little tip there. So yeah, other than that, no check-ins today. I did have a potential client call, which she is going to be a client, so I'm excited to have her. And then get my steps in and go for an outdoor walk later. We've been doing the massages on each other with the with the gun, the Theragun every night still. What else? That's it. Really not much to update you on. 3.5 weeks out, baby. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Real quick, I am so amazed at how little I've had to rely on caffeine thus far. I only have 1 cup of coffee in the morning, and then I have half of a Ghost, and that's it. And honestly, like the Ghost lately, I feel like I can do without it, but it's a mental thing. Like, it's a mental thing, and right now it tastes so good. Like, if you are like me, then when you get depleted, these Ghost energy drinks taste like candy. And I don't really drink them in the off season because it just doesn't sound good. They're a little too sweet in the off season. But during prep, different story. They are a treat, and obviously the caffeine boost is really nice. Right now I did crash after my meal. I actually haven't been crashing post-meal in a while. I have been dropping consistently, and so it makes sense. It was bound to happen. I was bound to start feeling it energy-wise because it's the name of the game. But anyways, I'm really happy with how little stimulants I'm needing to feel good. You know, aside from, what is that, like 300 milligrams of caffeine per day or so, I have the yohimbine, and I do 5 milligrams of yohimbine in the morning, and that's it. Pretty dang good. I value my sleep more than anything, and to get optimal sleep means coming in at your best. Like, if your sleep is shit and you're overdoing the stimulants and it's only making your sleep worse, you're actually going to show up not looking great. Like, you're doing yourself a disservice at that point. Like, yeah, you're adding stimulants to get you leaner, but then oh, hello, spider. But then you know, if sleep goes to shit, then you're not going to recover well. You're not going to look good. So watch your stimulants, people. Little dinner change up. So they were out of the venison when I went to Whole Foods yesterday. So I picked up these little beef sirloin steaks, and here's the macros. Quite lean. 4 ounces has 5 grams of fat, so a little fattier than my venison, but not by much. I do have enough fats to make room for it, so I'm gonna do that tonight. And of course, I'm gonna keep my Japanese sweet potato in my dinner with some mushrooms and asparagus. I just love that combo.
Remember when you used to be able to smoke
So remember when I said my energy was great?
Hey dude, I think that hot girl over there is smiling at me.
I jinxed myself.
That's a chair, but yeah, dude, hit that. Guys,
This is the current situation.
whoa. It's dividing our group into smokers and non-smokers.
Dinner is served. Babe made us some steak. I made the sweet potatoes and the veggies.
Let's go.
Good morning. Good morning, baby girl. Good morning, baby. Guess who hit a new low? I dropped a whole nother pound.
What?
111.4.
Oh my God, let's go.
Let's go.